I'm gonna switch gears a little bit because I have a question for you all.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about warm weather because it means a lot of single folks will be out there looking for a little summer love. This is my serious face.
Your arms get all strong when you did that. Summer love.
Summer love. So,
Carl Thomas.
I hate everything you stand for. We hit the streets of New York to find out what some of y'all have for dating deal breakers. Take a look.
I hate cats, so I can't be with anybody who likes cats, who tolerates them, or has them in their personal space. I can't do it. It's a deal breaker if you and our families don't get along, because I'm very family oriented and I spend a lot of time with my family. So if we don't mesh together that well, it might be something we need to discuss.
Okay.
Cats.
Wow, cats.
Family and cats.
Family and cats.
I don't like cats.
Okay.
Is it a deal breaker for you?
I don't know that it's a deal breaker.
Right.
I know that I would not want to live in the same house as a cat. Growing up, my mother is still like, when I say afraid of cats, I don't mean like, ooh, no, it's a cat. One time my mom was leaving the house, there was a cat on her porch, and she was 2 hours late for work.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's how scared she is. And she was sneaking
Wow.
around the house, and the cat would look at her and she would run. I don't know what happened to
I
her.
love cats.
I don't.
That made
I
me,
had a
me
cat.
sneeze.
I had a cat. She left me maybe like after like 2 or 3 years. Like she ran away.
Oh.
But
I don't know. Cats love you.
Cats love me. I just wasn't good on the feeding. But cats make you work for their love.
Okay.
That's why I
Can
love
we
them.
go back to the question?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So a
Cat
dating
man.
deal breaker for me is somebody who hates cats.
Okay. So you
That
can't
one-
hate
You
cats.
can't date her.
You can't. No, me and her. You don't mean whoever you are. We don't work.
Yeah, I don't
But-
worry.
No, dating deal breakers.
Sorry.
Dating deal
Sorry,
breakers for me
baby,
though. What's a dating deal breaker for me? One is absolutely people who are homophobic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That bugs me out, right? Because it says something about the rest of your politics. So if, you know what I mean? So it's like we probably want to agree on a whole bunch of shit
Right.
if that's an issue for
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's probably one of the big ones. Anybody with bad politics in general. But it's hard on the first date to know bad politics. But
Sure.
people, that's one of the things, that's one of the early tells
Right.
people have. You know what I mean? Also people who are in complicated relationships.
Okay.
Well,
Like if somebody says, well, you know, yeah, I gotta, you end up,
My ex is still kind of
right.
around.
He ends up on your lawn 2 days
I'm
later.
not trying to fight your ex.
Right, and
I
that's
just
what-
met you.
Exactly.
I don't even know if I like you yet.
Right, and that's what ends up happening.
Right. I would
about
say
you?
for me, it would have to be the mindset, like how a person thinks and how a person sees the world, and basically their faith for me is really important.
They have to have a faith or your
Have
faith?
a faith.
Okay.
Now, they don't have to have my faith. I think believing in something that's bigger than yourself or higher than yourself is what's going to really, really determine how you show up in every situation.
Right.
Like, because times get hard. Life gets horrible. Next thing you know, you might be, down and out, but you understand, like, if you have a hope, you can keep going.
Right.
Like, that something will always pick you back up. So I just think for me, and also when it comes down to even things like cheating and, like, being faithful to somebody, like, you have to feel that. You have to feel bad about it
Yeah.
before the other person does in
Yeah.
order to really change.
Right.
That has to be something that you change within yourself before that becomes an outer issue. For me, it's faith, it's believing in something bigger. So, yeah.
I think for me, it's people who are overly religious. And I like, don't get
Overly.
me wrong. Yeah, overly.
You mean like the
Overly.
people that be
Agreed.
like,
Yeah.
Holy water.
Right.
Those
Well,
are
you know,
often
Jesus said, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just trying to cut my food.
but that fork
Yeah, but that fork,
Right.
still.
guide your eye, take your eye out, because you living in, I'm like, I'm trying to cut my food.
Right.
Trying to cut my food. So I think it's the people who leave no room for error and just strictly follow
That's-
an organized religion. It's kind of hard to be open-minded when you just live within the
Listen,
constraints of
I'm
the
with
book.
you. I gotta say right now, I just could never date a religious zealot. In a
Really?
million, in 1 million years. Like, also, this is gonna probably the internet, the comment section about to light up down there. But also, like extremely Christian gay people weird me out. I know that's crazy.
Tell me why. Are they like self-hating?
Oh, okay. I'm about to really get y'all show some ratings today. Honey.
Let's do it.
I feel
Here we
like,
go.
I feel like religion, Judeo-Christian religions are extremely problematic. I feel like the Judeo-Christian religions are probably one of the biggest tools used to keep the Black community and the queer community down, and I'm a member of both. And I do not subscribe to those things. I do not subscribe to the idea that your religion tells me that you need to press your religion on me. Like, don't press your religion on me. I'm not trying to make you listen to my music. I'm not trying to make you believe what I believe. And I don't like when your beliefs, when an inherent part of your belief is encroaching on my space, or trying to make me believe what you believe, or oppressing me in general. So I just can't vibe with it.
I respect that. I personally, one of my favorite things, and Rihanna just did the cover of Interview Magazine, and we talked about it a little bit, but one of my favorite things was when she was just talking about how, like, she's been spiritual and faithful since she was 7 years old. We would know that because she'd be busting it down on magazine covers, but it doesn't matter because I think people think that Christianity looks like one thing.
Yeah. Right.
But, like, just because you believe in God or Jesus or whatever you believe in, that doesn't mean you can't be Rihanna. You can walk around in whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. It's literally, for me, faith is a personal, interpersonal relationship.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, I don't think anybody should go up to someone and be like I hate it when I'm on the train and somebody's like, did you read, there's a passage that I was called to read for you. Come to my church later. And I'm like, I don't know you. I still don't know you. Like, even if Jesus told you right now, you know this is the subway, sis.
Yeah.
I'm barely looking at you. I don't make eye contact on the subway. It's just not the place.
I mean, my whole family's religious, and I was raised religious. And my mom is probably gonna watch this and be like, I cannot believe you said that on TV. But also, Miss Thing, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where I'm at.
And that's
That's
truthful.
where you are.
Yeah.
Living in
I
truth.
respect it.
And we gotta accept people where they are and love them where they are.
That's true.
Yes.
You know, not in spite of who they are,
Right.
but because of who they are.
Absolutely.
And that's the difference.